I'm Grace.
So let's get started.
I'm a recipe blogger, family-taught home chef,
Cheers.
Cheers.
iPhone-only photographer, and proud New Englander.
20-minute white bean soup. You heard it right. It's garlicky, creamy, nutritious, and delicious. This white bean soup was made out of pure necessity. We didn't have anything in the house to eat, and it was freezing cold outside. I didn't want to go grocery shopping. We had a random can of beans, some garlic, some onion, a bag of spinach that was gonna expire, and so I said, what are we gonna have tonight? We're gonna have white bean soup. And gosh darn, I can't. Gosh darn, it was delicious. And in all seriousness, it was really delicious, and we're gonna make it now in just a couple of minutes. Let's head to the stove. The best base for white bean soup, and really any soup, is garlic and onion. And because we're not using a lot of ingredients in this soup, I use a lot of garlic. So if you're not a fan of garlic, then you probably wanna stay away from this recipe. I have garlic and then sweet onion, and this is like a medium sweet onion that I just chopped up. And we're gonna saute it. So we need a generous amount of olive oil. Turn your heat on medium, and we're gonna saute this for about 4 to 5 minutes, just until it's nice and fragrant. It's sizzling. I turned it up to medium high just because it wasn't quite sauteing and sizzling like I wanted it to. We're gonna keep going until the onions start getting a little bit translucent. You can smell it. Alrighty, and this is what we want. Look at that. And the whole house smells like that delicious mixture. On to the next ingredient, lots of beans. I have 3 cans of cannellini beans that I drained and rinsed. And then I have some broth here. I have 2 cups of, I use clam juice. Now this happened on accident. I actually didn't have any chicken broth in the house, which is what I would normally use. And so I used clam juice, and it actually turned out so amazingly. It was so delicious. It doesn't have a strong, seafood taste, but it just adds a little something extra, I'm gonna add some salt, pepper, lots of pepper. I love my pepper in this. We're gonna give it a stir, and we're gonna keep the heat on medium high, and we're gonna bring this to a simmer, covered. And we're just gonna simmer it for about 5 minutes to bring all those flavors together. Stir occasionally. Voila! It's been simmering for 5 minutes, and now it's time to add in the best ingredient that will make it pretty. I have some fresh spinach here, fresh baby spinach. And what I'm gonna do, it looks like a lot, it's 5 ounces, just like a box of spinach, is I'm going to mix the spinach into the soup. And I'm telling you, it will wilt down and it will look like not that much after I mix it in. So just give it a nice stir. You wanna be kind of gentle to not smash all of those beans, but just keep stirring until the spinach wilts. And look at that. It's all wilted, and it doesn't look like that much spinach anymore. So now we're gonna take the pot off the heat, and we're going to use an immersion blender to blend about 50% of the beans. You can also use a regular blender, but this guy is the best. Let me hook it up. I love this tool, it's the best. So what we're gonna do with our immersion blender is we're going to just pulse the blender so that about 50% of the beans become nice and creamy and pureed, and the other half stays intact. So you kind of want to stir, pulse, and keep doing that until it looks like the right consistency for you. You can do this in a blender, but it's a little bit harder. So let's see. That looks pretty good. It's nice and creamy, but there's some beans still intact for a little bit of texture. Can't wait to put this in a bowl and get a piece of crusty bread out. Time to try. One of the best soups ever. Honestly, I can't believe I made this in 20 minutes. It tastes like it took hours to make. Check this out on tastefullygrace.com. You won't regret it. You won't believe how easy this bad boy is.